Trust. Dependency. Love. Respect. Passion. Pain. Intimacy. Pleasure. I sit here stuck inside my head, remembering you and I analyze all those things you said. You told me you loved me, you kissed and you hugged me, and you smile, look in my eyes, and tell me that you'll always be right there. No, you let me down. Whoa. Trust. Dependency. Love. Respect. Passion. Pain. Intimacy. Pleasure. I sit here stuck inside my head, remembering you and I analyze all those things you said. You told me you loved me, you kissed and you hugged me, and you smile, look in my eyes, and tell me that you'll always be right there. No, you let me down.
Hello, peoples. We is in this thing.
You gotta start singing We Fall Down.
Hello.
Nah, I couldn't sing that. Somebody got something playing? Huh?
I don't.
You hear echo?
I hear it.
Yeah.
No.
Michelle, we can't see it.
We can't even, right, I was about to say, we can't even see you.
Yeah, let me turn my sound up. I can't hear nothing.
Yo, this is a real thing.
I can't hear damn thing. Can't hear shit.
You gonna have to go out and come back in because you all dark. Oh, okay.
I just removed it. That was her. It was her.
Then there was two.
And then there were two.
Oh, disrespectful.
And then there were two. Okay, I just kicked her out so she can come back in.
What a spider.
Oh, Lord. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
How was you, girl?
I'm cold.
Girl, if you put them teachers up, you probably would get a bit more balanced.
Listen.
A scarf or something on there. Yeah, warm those up, and then the body will follow.
My jacket over there, but I ain't want to be on here like, you know. Yeah, I ain't want to be over here looking like somebody sitting on the corner. Posted on the corner.
You don't have no scarf on there?
All of that's in the car. My gloves.
You in this damn car holding all your shit down.
Nobody asked you about my life. Nobody asked you about my life.
I'm just saying.
Can y'all see me now?
There you go. Hey, girl.
Hey, y'all.
Welcome back.
Thank you. How you be? How everybody?
We be over there back in the land of the living with us. She was
over
there laid out. She was laid out for a couple weeks.
Yes. It was awful. I sounded like Grover from Sesame Street.
Not Grover.
It was it was horrible. It was horrible.
I'm glad you're feeling well.
Thank you.
The last time we
last of it.
Hopefully, because both of y'all motherfuckers.
Right. How about it?
Both of y'all, okay?
Ma'am, I ain't been sick.
But when you was
last week,
you had it was for some months.
It was, wasn't it?
Shit.
I was mad too.
So, and then the last time we were here, it was just me and Ayla and Michelle Allen.
Yeah.
He was super dope. And
Yeah, I was sad I missed that one.
It was a part of the conversation. It was a good conversation to be had too, because we were talking about the adult entertainment industry and like different aspects of it. And then he's a photographer, so we talked about it from that aspect too. And it was just really dope to kind of get a man's aspect and understanding, but also to kind of learn some stuff about, the industry overall. So I thought it was dope.
So does he take the explicit pictures?
Yes, he does pictures in a lot of different forms, but his specialty is plus size photos.
Right.
I should start taking some naked people pictures.
I want to do a boudoir. Is that what you call it? Boudoir photos?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want to do that.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
That's
just
fun.
for me.
I want to do another one.
Just for
I
me.
got my crown, everything, my outfit, I got my heels.
Yeah.
But
Girl.
I want to do it.
What?
I'm out. You might as well do it for your birthday.
I was thinking about it. Hopefully I come down a couple of pounds. So
When's your birthday?
January 23rd.
Okay.
I'm about to say. I was about to say January 20th.
Oh.
I'm talking about her
23rd.
Damn yawning.
I told you I'm cold. It is my body's way of trying to warm up. Okay.
Oh, you get sleepy when it's cold?
I don't even get sleepy. I just yawn a lot when it's cold.
Okay.
When I'm cold, I just yawn a whole lot.
Yeah. No,
My
I get real sleepy. I get real sleepy.
For you.
I can't sleep when I'm cold.
No, I could go right to sleep. Somebody bought me a weighted blanket, and that thing is.
I want one of them. I should have put that on my Christmas list.
Oh my goodness! Oh man, it feels like a whole man is hugging me.
Definitely, they really are. They really are dope. Yes. They got like 20, 25 pound ones.
Mm-hmm.
Them must feel good. It make you like it holds you.
It do. It's like warm and snuggly. It feels so fantastic. And especially if you had a little bit of something before you try to go to bed. Little drink, little whatever goes after that.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of whatever that is that you got to,
Whatever it is you decide to partake in.
Whatever that is. Yeah. A little bit of lollipop, a little bit of something other.
Ooh. Lollipop. That's some real auntie shit, because I don't even know what that is.
Little bit of lollipop. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Real slow.
That's some real. Listen, I told y'all I'm tired. Okay, my brain is not catching up with the conversation.
Is that a new toy?
She was acting like an auntie.
That's why I'm like lollipop. That sound like some. I was like, wait a minute.
I knew exactly what that was.
I mean, but we can say the words on here. So Michelle using code words. I'm like,
she was trying to make it sound sexy.
She was trying to make it sound sexy.
Right.
I understand. I understand. She was trying to tap into the.
I was trying to tap into my inner flirty girl thing,
Okay.
Y'all know my
I feel you. I got you. And I'm
trying to do it. Right.
I'll say that.
Y'all know I got trouble with that.
Hey, Miss Ayla.
Working on it.
Where's she at?
That's her mom.
Oh, hi, Miss Ayla.
Oh,
hey, yeah.
Oh. You know what? I've never in my life seen that before.
Yeah, that's not Ayla.
Because you can't call your daughter Junior. So you have to just call her
the second. I've seen that before.
Really?
Oh man.
I've seen it like the second. Like it just say the lady's name was Bobby Taylor.
Who?
Bobby.
Oh, okay.
Bobby Taylor, and then it just had 2 behind her name because she was named directly after her mom. So
that's interesting.
I've never seen
that's interesting. I should have did Cassie that way.
No.
Cassie needed her own.
No. I think Cassie would have fought you and changed her name herself.
Oh gosh.
As a baby.
Right.
She's something else. She gonna be mad at me, but I'm gonna blast her on her birthday. Her birthday is on the 31st. On New Year's Eve. She's a New Year's Eve baby.
Is she?
So be prepared to see all of her baby pictures, and she gonna be mad, but I don't care.
Girl, she be cracking me up. Cassie is like the absolute best. And then Ayla said she'll be back on here. Her laptop decided to do a restart out of nowhere. So she shall be back with us shortly.
Okay.
These laptops be doing what they want to do when they want to do it.
I'm glad
mine decided to wait.
I need to get me one.
What you laughing at?
Am I missing chat? I'm missing stuff in the chat.
No, I was trying to find the live so I could share it, and then of course on the Fat Girl Chronicles podcast page, it'd be all kind of foolery. So the picture of the invisible penis season has arrived.
Oh, the coffin.
Yeah. I'm like, what? Why is this?
They be losing their shit in that group, and I be loving it. They be posting the most random stuff. Yeah. There she go. Hey, Gil.
Hey. Nigga, I made it. All right.
Oh, man.
So, we're going to go on and get into this topic before I beat in LinkedIn and went to sleep.
Oh, no.
Give me a little drink together.
Oh,
you need
she said we call her Deuce.
Oh.
She said they call her Deuce.
Oh, okay. Auntie Deuce.
Who Auntie Deuce?
You. We was talking to your mama.
Oh, hey, mama. Yeah, they call me Deuce.
Talking to your mama.
But she said it like she didn't know who the hell Deuce was.
Right. Because I came in like, who that? Because I didn't tell y'all that. So I'm like, how y'all know that?
Oh, it was just in the comments. Tonight, our topic is yours, mine's, ours, and other shenanigans. We've been seeing a lot of shenanigans on the internet.
A lot of shenanigans.
The interwebs and all of that good stuff. We've been seeing a lot of shit happening. So, because we've been seeing so much going on and so much happening, you know, the aunties had to finish the year off on some shenanigans because it would not be right if it was not shenanigans. Okay? So, we're going to hop into, you know, all of this good stuff because... And Auntie Michelle gonna lead the way because this her thing. Like, I don't know nothing about nothing.
Oh my
when it comes to all of this celebrity stuff.
What?
The only thing I do know about is about the Meg and Tory Lane situation. So we can start there if y'all want.
Yeah, let's start there. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You what you about? Go ahead.
Well, listen, the thing that aggravates me with the Meg and Tory Lane situation is, you know, her best friend, like there was a best friend situation relationship, and all of a sudden she's not best friend anymore. You know, it's like they put out something where she was trying to date someone, and then the best friend turned around and want to date the same person, and all of this other stuff. So that's why it's like a whole big mixed bag of confusion. And they really can't get the story straight about what happened in the car. You know, so I'm like, I thought about it as relationship wise. You know what I'm saying? When you thinking you riding with somebody or somebody's riding with you, and then turn around when, you know, shit hit the fan, they not down for you, they not riding for you, and all of a sudden, like, they don't even know who you are. And now that's the whole situation. And now her man talking about he embarrassed by the whole situation. Yeah.
He embarrassed by somebody else's situation.
That's what I want to know.
I mean, you talking about the boyfriend, right?
What's the name? Party something.
Party or something, whatever his name is.
So I was talking to one of my homegirls about this earlier because she was asking what our topic was, and I was telling her. So she filled me in a little bit more on it. Because I really wasn't following it because it pissed me off, I'll be honest. Because I didn't like how people were going against her, but then at the same time, y'all want to talk about protect mental illness, but y'all attacking this girl like she's lying. Right. When she wasn't even trying to take it to court and do all this stuff in the first place.
Right. They were also saying like the friend is the one who shot her and not Tori and all this other kind of stuff. So nobody really knows the truth at this point. So I can understand like people not really believing the story no more. I can understand that.
So it was only those three in the car.
No, it wasn't.
So they have witnesses. Why the fuck can't they just clear this?
I mean, the trial just started. So
they did go to court.
They went to trial for this shit.
They in court now.
Yeah, they're in court right now. But I mean, you know, snitches get stitches, so ain't nobody gonna really say a whole bunch of whatever.
Well, she didn't even come out with the story originally when it happened, because when the police or whatever came and showed up, she said in her statement that the reason why she didn't want to come forward is because when that situation happened, it was right on the brink of all of this, all of the Black Lives Matters and the police shootings and things like that. So she didn't say anything originally. And then I think the Tory Lanez dude started saying stuff in the media, and that's when she started to speak up about it. Right. And then that's when it started to go to, okay, I'm about to press charges. And then it went further and further and further because it just got really messy. But at first, she wasn't saying anything.
But the thing about it is, you're not finna shoot me. I don't care what the hell going on in the world. You're not about to shoot me. And then I'm just like,
okay,
I'm gonna be quiet about it. No,
right.
You're going to jail, Cicely Tyson. and that's it. Like, you're going to go to jail because
Miss Jane Pittman.
Right. You're not just finna shoot me and I'm finna be like, oh, okay. Ow, that hurt.
Supposedly they shot at the ground and then the bullet fragments ended up in her foot.
Right. So it didn't, from my understanding, it wasn't directly shot like at her or whatever, but it was like one of those like, I'm gonna scare you tactics. And she ended up getting wounded anyway.
Exactly. Yep.
And they was in a car when she got shot?
No, she was outside of the car.
They was outside the car.
Yeah, on the ground.
Yeah. Because there's some, I can't remember the movie, but it's a movie where, you know, someone comes out the car and shoots at the ground and tells the person, dance, bitch. And so apparently they did that to her. Dance, bitch, and shot at the ground, but the fragments ended up in her foot. So she did end up getting injured in the first place. So.
Right, because apparently it was like an argument in the car about they were like at a party or going to a party or leaving a party or something, and an argument broke out, and that's how her friend and I think it was somebody else that was there, and they got out the car.
Yeah,
and then apparently either it was Tory Lanez or the friend or somebody ended up shooting or whatever. But
and that's the thing.
The friend is backtracking on her story, which is why there's all of this confusion now. Because the friend at first was saying, yeah, he did, and da. Now it's like,
so did the friend get paid? Did somebody pay her off?
I don't know, but now
ain't
they're
no telling. I mean, at this point, we don't know.
Friends now.
Now they're not friends.
Mm-mm.
Because she was supposedly jealous of Megan.
What?
Yeah. Supposedly.
Okay, so this shit
sounds this messy as hell.
The thing
is messy as this cupcake I'm about to eat.
Well, let me see. I'm gonna go pick up some cupcakes tomorrow from my sister's bakery. I'm so excited.
Ooh. I can't tell you. Cause
it sounds like
I want this to be like that tacos fiasco.
But that's what After Dark is supposed to be, though.
Right.
I said what?
I said that's what After Dark's supposed to be.
Right. You need to dig into the icing and stuff.
No, because they already talked about me the one time that I swallowed hard.
That wasn't on After Dark though. We ain't
we don't have no matter. Let's see your mouth work.
It don't matter. They talked about me.
They're not here.
And I refuse. It don't matter.
Okay, you do it.
I'm traumatized.
I'll suck on my straw and you eat your.
I'm traumatized.
Okay,
you eat your cupcake.
With this whole Megan thing, now I'm wondering if she had a relationship with her friend, because you know it's been rumors, not even rumors. She said that she likes who she likes, and she kind of dips into Kitty too.
Dip into
well, she made that statement on the Carisha show. And so there's no telling. It seemed like they were flirting. So it's really no telling how true that is. Because they could have just been two girls talking shit. I mean, I know I got friends that tell me, like, if I was a dude, I'd fuck the shit out of you. So, so that's kind of speculation at this point, because we really don't know if they had that kind of relationship.
I guess they don't know nothing, but
and I just feel bad. I honestly feel bad for the whole situation, because you got a bunch of, I don't know how old Tory Lanez is. I actually think he's older than all of them, but you got a whole bunch of like young people going through litigation and things and stuff like that. And they're so involved in social media. It makes it more messy. It makes it crazier, and it just adds fuel to the fire of everything that's going on. And Megan doesn't have any family. All her parents are dead. Her grandmother's dead. So she doesn't have any like people that can be like for me, I can have my mama pull me to the side, like, hey, and wrap me up in some type of like love and family portion, but she doesn't have that.
Yeah, you're right about that. You're right.
She don't have any siblings either?
No, I think she was the only child.
Yeah, she's the only child. But I mean, here's the thing. I mean, you walking around thinking you have a best friend, and your best friend turns on you, and now your man talking about something. I'm embarrassed by the whole situation. Like, he may be supporting her, but telling her I'm embarrassed by the whole situation. Like, you're not going through this. Like, I get it, you my man, but you're not the one sitting up in here going through all this. What you talking about? You embarrassed? You supposed to be like, it's gonna be okay, babe. We're gonna get through this. I mean, don't kick it to my face.
Well, I had to do my research. Because I knew that I was hearing about stuff, but I don't like to hear a lot of hearsay. I like to know what I'm talking about.
Right.
So I did a little bit of research. She said that he never made a public statement that he was embarrassed about anything. She said something to the degree of, and my guy, I know he embarrassed. Like, she made that statement. He didn't necessarily say it.
Well, all right. That makes me feel better.
So I was about to say, even if he did say he was embarrassed, like, I mean, that could be valid, because it's a lot of shit. It's a lot of
that's coming out.
It's a lot of confusion, a lot of stuff going on, and nobody really knows what's the truth or what's not. And so it can be embarrassing, because it's like, he might know his girl telling the truth.
Okay.
He might know what the truth is, but it's embarrassing because people up here lying. Yeah, it could be that way, that it's embarrassing that people are lying.
Yeah,
it's embarrassing.
Lie to us, right?
You know, this reminds me of,
to the point of like somebody being shot. That's what I'm saying.
Right, like, but it's a whole bunch of other stuff, like her love life, her all type of stuff. They trying to sabotage her character, right? So it's all this different stuff. Of course, their whatever relationship her and Tory Lanez or whoever else is around and in that camp. Now whatever issues or whatever they have with her or things that they saying, all of that stuff is starting to come out. So I can understand, like, you got to think about it. If we think about any of the black men in the community, and if everybody, all your guys and your crew and the people around you, like, yeah, I know your girl, she used to mess with such and such and such and such and such. And now, he gonna be embarrassed to feel some kind of way, because all these people know these intimate things about your woman. And I don't know if this is true everywhere around, but I know in the lovely land of the Chicago area, black men in that area, they don't want nobody knowing nothing about what they woman did, who they did it with, like.
But they've been all over the world.
But they could be community penis.
Right.
They can be community penis, and that's all right.
Yeah. And that's the thing that that irritates me to no end, which is probably why I'm going to say it out loud. I have a control issue.
Oh, shit.
See? Y'all saw that?
Ooh,
y'all saw me acknowledge that.
But I'm glad you said it out loud.
Accountability. Okay.
Oh, my gosh. I'm being vulnerable. But I'm being vulnerable because that's some bullshit, right? You out here slinging dick all day long, and I'm up in here loving on you and giving you words of affirmation and being your rock and being your this, that, and the third, and trying to look good on your arm and all this other stuff, being about the bag and whatever. But yet and still, dudes could be out here just slinging dick whenever they want to. I don't like it.
Right.
They passing out penis, diseases, and babies.
Girl.
And that's nasty. I mean, not the baby part, but the rest of that's nasty. It's nasty. I mean, now I was real happy for what's the city girl name? Young
Miami.
Yeah. So I was happy because in the summertime she was like, this man treating me like a princess. I feel like gold. I feel like this. I feel like that. And I'm like, oh, they go together. That's cute. You know what I'm saying? He too old for her, I feel. But I'm like, if that's what he like and that's what she like, okay. But all of a sudden now, here come a little baby wonder, like he popped up with a baby.
How old is Daddy?
51? Any 51? 50 something?
Let's go to the research lab.
Yes.
Okay.
To the Googles.
Yes, go to the Googles.
See, the problem with this.
He's 53.
See, there you go.
That's even worse.
I think so too.
How old is she? 20 something?
Yeah, she young.
26, 28, somewhere in there.
She young.
She a girl, city girl.
She a city girl. Now I'm not even talking about the age all the way because 28. They out there talking about age ain't nothing but a number, so I can validate that. You know what I'm saying? Love is love or whatever. But like I just don't like the fact that men are careless sometimes with people's hearts unless you come straight out and just let this person know, hey, I'm shopping around or I'm having fun right now.
I think he's trying to be exclusive with anyone. Ever since
they never admitted to being exclusive to. They never admitted to being exclusive to each other.
So but he also said that that's not his side chick neither. So
he did say that. He said that
he don't have a main. He don't have a main chick.
Wait, who wasn't his side chick?
They kept saying Miami. Young Miami was his side chick, but he doesn't have a main chick either.
Oh, so that's why she's not the side chick because there's no main chick.
There's no main chick, so she can't be a side chick.
They're not even in a relationship, from what they,
No, they just go together real bad.
That's kind of like a sugar daddy.
That's what I don't understand.
What? So this is like a new age thing, from my understanding. That's going. That's happening. They just dating. She date other dudes. He date whoever he date. But publicly, they are known to be with each other, around each other, and things of that nature.
Right.
But they've never said that they were in a relationship.
Never said it.
So help because y'all know.
But they have said that they do what they do when they do it.
So she just pretty much.
I mean, of course,
admitted
that's his sugar baby.
Yeah, that's his sugar baby.
Oh, is that what? Okay, that's what
it looked like. Shit.
That's what it looked. Yeah,
it sounds like her feelings getting involved now, though.
It did, though, right? Because she talking about this man treat her like a princess, the best she ever had.
That don't mean her feelings getting involved. That's just speaking truth.
That's what he doing. He
might just be treating her like the best she ever had, and he might be treating her like a princess.
She also said that she's dating other guys too, though.
So let's talk about someone. Let's talk about someone who was really in a real committed relationship, like Nia Long. Is it Nia? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nia Long and the Ime Udoka. They were together for like what, 10 years?
I'm gonna tell you something. I never knew she was even in a relationship. That's how blown away when everything came out. I was like, since when she was with somebody? Like, I thought she was just single and dating. I never knew she had anybody. That's how irrelevant dude was, and to me,
if when she was in like a couple of covers, like Essence magazine or whatever, she did say she was engaged. It's just that I guess there was never a picture of him at all. And now come out to find out that he's one of the Boston Celtics in the Boston Celtics camp. or a coach, but like how dare you? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, how dare you?
Wait, so we switched to
we didn't jump around over here.
Okay, I'll just try and catch back up because but let me double back real quick.
Yeah.
To the whole,
you in that little bottle.
I thought the bottom of my
she over there
head
drinking like she over there like we can't see you drinking.
He doing a real auntie move for real though.
Like we can't see her.
No, dead ass. I thought my hand was big enough to like cover the bottom, so it would look like I was smoking.
You should have did that off camera to measure it and then tried it.
It's too late now. Just sip it up.
It's all good.
I don't know why I'm babysitting this old little ass bottle.
You should have came over here. I got you.
Yeah,
this nigga always got a bottle.
Always. I wish I lived close.
I need one.
I do always have a bottle, don't I? I'm sorry.
But so like with the City Girl and Diddy, like they say that they go together, quote unquote, but they just dating. So I feel like everybody been trying to make them have a label, and they keep telling everybody they don't have a label. Like they are literally dating. That's his little, what they say, that's his little yeah. Because he's never said that was his woman. She's never said that was his man. That was her man. They just said that they go together. And I feel like a lot of times when you are in the public eye, people really want you to have titles.
Yeah.
Like they really want you to have these titles. They really want Diddy and this girl to have titles. They want anybody who's not together that look like they should be together to have a title so people can have some shit to say. Oh, they broke up. But as y'all can see right now, it's a whole lot of people saying a lot of shit about Young Miami and Diddy because Diddy just had a baby. And then they posted pictures of Diddy out and about with some other chick.
Yeah.
Has he ever had a woman?
Huh?
Has he ever had a committed relationship? Was Cassie?
Yeah.
Kim, he was with Cassie and then the girl,
Kim, Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, okay.
Kim, his kid's mom, he was with her.
The
one that passed. And then the thing about that with her is that he waited until she died to say how much he loved her. Now, granted, he might have said it before. Yes. He might have said it before. He might have put it out there to the public. But then it was like when she passed away, he started talking about how much he remembered or how he should have did better. And now I feel like that is the problem when it comes to relationships and dating, that people always want to wait till it's too late to decide I shoulda, woulda, coulda. No, you could have, but you didn't because you was out here being a punk ass bitch. And I posted something the other day. You are not allowed to be in love and be a coward. Choose one. You can't do both.
Right.
And then you cannot be standing in the doorway blocking traffic, my nigga.
Yes, move because
you either walk in the door and behind you or get the fuck out.
Get on out. That part. You know what you just said remind me of something just popped in my head. It's just like Shaq. Remember, he went and did that public statement about all that stuff, but he didn't tell it to Shani personally. Like, he didn't sit down and have a one-on-one with her.
Right.
He did it in the public, which is fine. I mean, because probably in his head, it was like, if I say this out loud and in the public, she'll see it, she'll know it, and everybody will know it. So in his brain, it was probably one of those things where it was an act of letting the world know that I did this, because Shani went through the gutter when they broke up. It was all type of stuff about she was doing this, doing that, and everything else. And the whole time it was Shaq. He wasn't coming to her defense. He wasn't saying nothing then. He just moved on to hoops.
He did. That's right.
Now that was a scary looking situation. That
was a weird situation.
That was like a chihuahua and a pit bull.
I liked it.
Of course you did, Michelle, because you keep talking about you want a nigga that's 6'19".
That's from Flavor
from Flavor Flav.
You didn't see them? Let me find this out.
No.
They was the
You know what? I may have,
basketball.
And I ignored it.
But yeah, it reminded me of that because I think by the time he said it, she was in the relationship with the guy that she's getting married to now, or married to now.
They
just got married. Yeah. And I think by the time that statement came out, they were already either dating, engaged, or something. Because it was only like 2 years ago when he said it.
Right. I mean, Shawnee has a show with Pastor Keon now. I think it's like The Road to the Marriage or whatever like that.
I watched it.
Yeah, I like it too. And the thing of it is that she was like, she didn't need that closure, but she was happy he said it. But probably the reason why she didn't need the closure is because she did the work or the road work for herself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I would have, if it was me, I would have wanted him to come to me to say that to me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's like,
I think it's also dependent on their status too. Like, if they weren't in the public eye, then I'm sure she would have appreciated a more one-on-one, personal, intimate gesture. But with her being in the public eye, both of them being in the public eye, probably that gesture was suitable for them. You know what I'm saying? Because like Ayla said, that she got dragged through the mud. So you just helped clear my name. Thank you for that. But I probably still would have wanted, on top of that, a one-on-one,
more personal.
Yeah. And sometimes you saying some shit later is too little, too late. Like you waited until my name became shit to try to save me when you could have did this.
She had to do the work and pull herself out.
Yeah, while they was dragging my name through the mud, you waited until my name became nothing, and then now all of a sudden you want to talk about saving or whatever it is that you felt.
Well, he came. He didn't come once her name was nothing. He came once she pulled herself out that gutter and started developing her own shit.
That's right. But so her name was nothing. And she like Michelle said, she had to do the work to build her reputation again. And now you want to say something.
And now you should have
said something before my name had even made it to the curb.
That's right.
It shouldn't even
have my name made it to the gutter. Yeah, like before my name made it to the gutter, you should have been saying something.
Exactly.
But a man and his pride. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. A man and his pride. And I'm gonna say this. I be tired of. It seems like men get like the kind of like when they eventually apologize or step out and do it, they get like this pat on the back, like, oh my goodness, you did such a good, thank you for doing that, was amazing, Shaq just did it, or whatever, or whoever it is. Oh my god, just like when Diddy made the statement about Young Miami, everybody like, oh, Diddy, yeah, da, 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 da. But I'm like, but if it was one of us, it doesn't get the same accolade, and I don't like that, because it seems like once in the beginning, somebody should have been at least rooting for her or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's never like that. It's like we're gonna drag her through the dirt first, then after we drag her through the dirt, then once he says something, now we good, because he has the celebrity. I was watching, and I know you always look for something to watch, Auntie Leo. So I was watching the Meghan and Harry docu-series on Netflix. And that is a perfect example of how the media and social media and all that other stuff will drag a woman, especially a Black woman, drag her up, down, and around.
Yes.
And it took for her husband to make the moves that he made in order for a lot of that stuff to die down. And they still be trying to come at her ass. But it took for him to make the decision, to make the move, to get that shit, shut that shit down.
Oh, here go the picture, Genesis.
See, I think it's cute.
Of course you do, because it look like a Chihuahua and a pit bull. That look like a Chihuahua and a Great Dane.
And it makes me wonder, did you just date him for his status? Like, did she really have feelings for him?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She liked him.
Yeah, they did. I thought, matter of fact, when she had a show.
They was together for a minute.
Yeah, she had a show with all of her sisters, and I think he was asking her to marry him. So in that particular show, she was considering that as well. And then next thing you know, they broke up. But probably broke up because he had the community penis syndrome. At that particular time. So
nigga got size 24 foot.
Side note.
Never would.
That nigga TikTok is hilarious. Okay.
True.
It is.
Side
It is.
I ain't never watched it.
Go on and indulge. And so is Tay Diggs. I like Tay Diggs.
Tay Diggs is
TikTok.
hilarious.
I like
It
his
is
TikTok
funny.
before April came along. His TikTok was very funny before April
came along. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, now it's
But
just
I think they're cute together.
Hey, Cass.
Hey, Cassie.
But how real is that? Like, I'm really out here questioning the legitimacy of these relationships. And it's just like, April, you're not very...
They supposed to be getting married too. They said
you ran through a lot of people. I'm sorry. We just talked about that. But she just...
said a party ain't a party till it's ran on.
So has he.
From Omarion to his friend who came after
so has he though.
Huh?
He has ran through a lot of people too.
Who?
Tay Diggs.
Really? Who else?
Yes.
I haven't heard about him. Well, I probably wouldn't.
And that's the part too.
That's
what I was about to say. Sometimes it's about your level of discretion.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't about who you done ran through. It's about you knowing how to run through and keep your discretion. Some of these people don't know how to be discreet. They out here being in the streets, open, and everybody in their business in the street. Like, if I'm out here messing around.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going.
Because that's where it needs to be.
Don't say no.
I get a man. I don't think I'm gonna post him. I think I'll probably just post his hand or some shit like body parts. So y'all know I'm not losing my mind.
It's gonna be you gonna see me and a forehead. Like that's it.
Right. That is, a lot of people be putting up the emojis over their man.
You're gonna see a set of lips. That's all you're gonna see is my face and some lips.
But that's the way it probably should be, right? Until you really ready to until you marry. I feel because now can't nobody say nothing.
No,
but
that's why I don't understand why people get on Lori Harvey so bad. Because I honestly, I'm like, girl, do you?
What she do?
Broke up with that Michael B. Jordan?
Because she doesn't want to, she's not ready to commit. This is clear as day. She's not ready to commit. If she like you, she gonna date you. And then after she dates you, she gonna date somebody else. And then and everybody gotta sign an NDA.
And this is the thing too. That the world we live in today, people are always minding somebody else's pussy. Somebody else's dick.
I mean, they do put it on the internet for us to mind.
No, they don't put their vagina or their penis on there for
the media does
you to mind it. Nope, they don't. That's not it either. They put their relationship out there. They don't put whether or not they sleeping together. Or if they fucking with every person that they done had or that they done put out here publicly. Because Lori Harvey, I mean, granted, she might be having sex with these men.
Yeah.
And if she is, who are you to mind her vagina?
Right. It is her business. It is her business.
But that's the thing too. Like a man could go out here and date and do every woman he come across. And he just a player. But a woman, she's a whore. But like y'all don't know if they fucking, y'all don't know what the agreement is, because it could be a fake relationship, but it's helping to build notoriety or it's helping to build, but it's like stop minding people's vaginas. Like if somebody told me my friend was a hoe, I'd be like, and I'm proud of her. Okay. Like
I'm proud of her. But this is what I want to know. If you are dating someone, like especially me, I'm about to make my loop, back in the community and whatever like that, right? I don't know how you say it. You know what I'm saying?
The dating scene. Back to the dating scene. Right. I'm like, what's the community?
Oh shit!
I'm like, Michelle, you ain't never been in the lifestyle. What community you talking
about? Yes,
I have.
Oh shit!
You have not.
I have.
Girl, shut up, Michelle. Watching 50 Shades of Grey is not being a part of the lifestyle.
It's not just 50 Shades. Well, anyway.
Not watching none of them damn movies makes you a part of the lifestyle, man.
I am part of it.
You be watching 369.
Girl, she be watching all kind of stuff and just
it was 365. That's the name.
She didn't immerse herself in it and swear she been a part of it.
You can immerse yourself. Use your imagination, girl.
That's not how any of this works at all.
I think I am part of it.
A car could think it's a truck, but it ain't.
I'm an honorary member.
Girl, moving right along.
Sitting here actually falling into this shit.
And that's why you see how I just was like, okay.
Back to
we had this argument in the auntie chat.
We always do. That's all right. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. I am going to. Somebody's gonna take me. Somebody take me into the community. Let's go.
Wait. What community? What community we going to?
The black community, the dating community.
You want to go to the red light district?
Yeah, let's go there.
The red light district now, they got two different meanings.
Well, if there's a red light district in downtown, we'll talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I want to know.
But when you are dating,
mm-hmm.
Are you not exclusive when you're dating someone?
I think that has to do
if you have the conversation that you're exclusive.
Because dating is so loose. It's so loose. Like I could be dating, I could have a squad of people that I'm dating, or I can have one person that I'm exclusively dating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you have to make those boundaries in the beginning with your partner, because honestly, dating is what you're supposed to do to find the right one. Like we have a tendency. Well, I can't speak for everybody else. I have a tendency to be the most committed single person there is. So
yes,
if I have interest in somebody, I want to put my energy in that person. Even though we don't have any titles or anything. However, that's dumb as fuck, because I feel like in a way I'm wasting my time. You're limiting yourself. Like I'm limiting the possibilities, because at the end of the day, if I sit here and exclusively date you unknowingly without us having that boundary set, then I'm sitting here wasting all this time. And then at the end of the day, you decide you don't want to be with me. So I ain't blocked all these other dudes that's been trying to date me at the same time, when one of them could have been the one. But I'm exclusively dating this fool.
Yeah, so how do you navigate through that? Because that's how I am, right? If I'm spending time with someone, I don't really want to go over here with, Tim over here and Joe over there and, Tommy over there and, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Well, so currently I'm not dating, but when I was dating, like in my early 20s, I pretty much been in a relationship all my life. So when I was dating in my early 20s, it would be like one guy I would talk to because he was funny. Everybody had like
everybody had their job.
Everybody had their job. And then there was the one that I really liked, and I was like trying to see where this could go, and we're having those conversations, right, about life, about what we would like, what we want to do, and then maybe we also have chemistry, so maybe we end up getting intimate. I'm not getting intimate with all of the guys that I'm talking to. There's usually in my case, because not everybody is like me, but in my case, if there's one person that I'm really into, that's the person I'm being intimate with. And 9 times out of 10, 10 out of 10, if that's the guy I'm being intimate with, that's the guy I end up being in a relationship with. And then everybody else got to go.
Right.
So, but that's how I operate. Now you got other women who don't operate that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's simply because it's based on what you choose to do with yourself and that person. Or because if you start dating somebody, Michelle, and you like, okay, I'm going to just pour all my energy into you, then that's cool. But don't go into something hurting yourself because you poured all your energy into this person because you had a level of expectation for this person and for your relationship with this person, but y'all never had a conversation about what it was that y'all were doing. So gain clarity. Like, That's the biggest thing that I've been working on lately when it comes to like the whole dating thing. If I don't have clarity, then I'm not finna put my time solely into you. My phone will be dry as camel ass, and I will just let it be dry. But if I'm communicating with you, we're talking with you and all this other kind of stuff, and I still don't have no clarity on what it is or what we doing, then I'm gonna entertain anybody that I feel like entertaining whenever that time may come, because you have not decided on the role you want me to play in your life. So therefore, I'm a free agent, baby. We're playing basketball.
Part of my trust issues come from the fact that they're not upfront though. They're just not upfront with you.
Oh, they're not gonna be upfront.
Right. They're just not upfront with you.
You know how I learned how to combat that just a little bit? The upfront part. One, I ask the questions I want to know.
You have to.
Two, I'm honest about what I'm doing. So, for instance, if I be like, oh, are you, you dating other people? What you got going on? What you do? Oh, no, I'm just out here. I ain't really doing it. Oh, well, yeah, I got about 3 or 4 guys I'm dating. I'm just, letting you know. Because once I throw that out there on the table, you know what I'm doing. So don't sit over here and act brand new to the situation and try to make me feel, because they'll do that. They'll try to make you feel like you're the only person. And as they're on the phone telling you that, somebody's pulling up and another one texting them. So you
and the other part of it too is that a lot of times we as women go into situations expecting exclusivity, and we don't actually say upfront what it is that we desire or what we want either. So when we go into certain things, like, we don't have those conversations. And I had we just had this conversation the other day, Genesis, with Michi, and we were just saying, like, in the lifestyle that there are, not to say Genesis in a lifestyle, we were just having a conversation. Let me clear that up. We were just having the conversation that when it comes to being a part of the lifestyle and things like that, that there are contracts, there are agreements, there are things that are discussed openly, honestly, and they want full-blown detail, 100% down to the what you won't take, what you won't deal with, but then when it comes to a quote-unquote vanilla monogamous relationship, like, they don't want you to have these expectations. They don't want you to communicate these expectations. They just kind of want you to walk blindly into something. And I have found it to be the most confusing and idiotic way of having a relationship, because I've learned to start communicating. Hey, if I feel some type of way, hey, this is how I feel. And I don't know what it is that you feel, and this is where my thoughts are. But the one thing that I am learning to do now, if I've communicated and said, I need to understand what we're doing, but you have given me no understanding, I am going to simply decide to fall back. And I am going to decide to no longer communicate in a way that does not make me feel good. If every time I talk to you, I leave the conversation feeling confused or lost, or feeling as though it was a waste of time, or feel like you playing with my feelings and intelligence, I'm going to just be like, you know what? I can't even do it.
Right.
And then learning to trust myself and listen to myself, because 90% of the time we ain't never wrong.
Yeah, our intuition is a whew, baby.
It's a motherfucker, and we be choosing not to listen to it.
And we choose not to listen. Intuition to tell you all the time. And then you always be like, I knew I shouldn't have.
I knew it. I knew it. But because we nosy, we want to find out. We are a prime example of fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out. It's like, God damn it, I didn't fuck around and I found out. Because somebody posted the other day, December is Take a Man on a Date month. And I was like, I would take a nigga on a date if somebody would act right.
If they was
I would take a man on a date.
If a motherfucker decided that they was going to want to be about Leo and all that other kind of shit, I would be like,
bomb ass date. You hear me?
I would take a man on dates. I do dope dates.
For real. Like,
I haven't taken a man on a date and I don't know how long. I'm lying. I've taken him like to dinner or some shit like that, but not on the like, oh my God, let me really plan something.
Giving up the yams.
Huh?
Gotta give up the yams.
I say if I take him to dinner, he giving up the yams.
Got to.
Let me get to the yams.
I was waiting on it.
Sweet yams.
Hey,
show me the way.
Why?
Cause I got bills to pay.
Come on now. Better run them yams up.
Run them up. My leg up like in the video. I can't get up in here.
But yeah, like it has really gotten to a point where it's just like, for me, I don't know about for y'all, but for me, I don't want to settle for love that I have to, that's not reciprocal.
Right.
And I don't mean that if I call you all the time, like I don't mean the traditional thought process when we say reciprocation. Mm-hmm. If I'm like, if I'm giving effort, I want effort in return.
Exactly.
And that's what I mean. I don't necessarily mean that my effort in calling you has to be your effort in calling me, but there has to be some effort to show that this is what you want. And I'm actually tapped the fuck out with giving effort that doesn't come with reciprocity. And that's in all areas.
Right. Okay. So we talked about this before, where we have to sometimes break down their level of reciprocity. What happens when they are reciprocating, but it's not how we imagine it to be?
And I'm okay with that. That's what I was just saying. Like, it doesn't have to be it
doesn't have to be identical or parallel to what you do.
Right. But it still has to be something that shows effort. Like, nigga, if I'm the one texting and calling and communicating, and then the only time I hear from you is when I reach out to you, that's not effort.
Yeah.
Because
but then it
one
goes
thing
back
I can't say, I'm a motherfucker. I'm a communicator. I'm going to communicate.
Then it goes back to the person that says they're busy all the time, though.
Fuck that. Ain't nobody that motherfucker.
No, ain't nobody that busy.
Fucking busy.
That time.
If Obama could take Michelle on dates,
right?
Ain't nobody that goddamn busy.
Ain't nobody that busy.
You do what you find time for. What the fuck you want?
You finding? Yeah, you doing.
Obama taking Michelle like her last name ain't Obama.
I
said Obama be taking Michelle like her last name ain't Obama.
Mm-hmm.
But I digress.
Oh shit, his name is Barack.
His name is Barack. But yeah,
I'm sitting like you're Obama. Damn. Okay. Now that shit's stuck in my head again.
Yeah, I can agree to that, and I get that because it goes back to like the love languages. I don't know if we ever spoke about that before, but everybody's love language is different. And the thing is, me personally, and this is me being biased, I feel like if you pay attention to the person that you're dating, dealing with, or whatever, you would know what their love language is because you're paying attention. You know what they like, you know what they don't like, you know what makes them happy. You know, if they're like me, sometimes people think that I'm detached. I've been told that before. Like, you come off like you don't really care. It's not that I don't really care. It's just that what you're talking to me about ain't that is not something that triggers me to be like, ooh, I just be like, oh, that's what's up. That's dope. But because I'm not excited about it the way you are, now you're looking at me like I don't give a fuck. So I had to learn to pay attention to what people not, and it's not just in relationship, just friendships, everything. I had to pay attention to these things really make them excited. And because I'm like one of those people where I want people to be happy or excited and do stuff for them. So if I do something that makes you excited, then that makes me feel good because I did something for you. That's how I express my love language. My love language is giving acts of service or gifts or things. Like, I like to give. I'm a giver. But getting anything in return, people don't know what to get or to do for me because they feel like, well, you ain't gonna like that no way. I'm simple. You go, fall
just
time.
pay attention.
fall time come around and you know it's fall, there's three things I love in the fall time. 1, taffy apples. 2, pecan pie. And 3 is just to be outside and look at all the foliage. I love that. So you can take me to the Morton Arboretum, get me some damn taffy apples, and give me some pie at the end of the night. We gonna fuck like rabbits.
Oh, well, you should go to the apple orchard, child.
Or the apple orchard, baby.
The apple orchard out there. That's a bomb date.
That's a
hell yeah.
Love me an apple orchard.
It's so simple. It's so fucking simple. Like,
so simple.
I've noticed that
complicated.
The dopest ass females do not ask for shit. It'd be like the smallest, simplest ass shit that would satisfy them, but they would make it into a whole thing. Like, oh, you don't know, I don't know what to do for you. Bitch, just take it. Let's go for a while.
But also, it takes a willingness to have those conversations though too, because if a person is going to do those kind of things for you, they have to be willing to have conversations and pay attention to what it is that's being said, because if they're not paying attention and they really don't give a fuck, they're not going to do those things for you, even if we say we're simple, because I say that shit all the time and people that know me be like, simple where? Bitch, I am simple. I'm extra, but
there's a difference between being extra and being simple.
Like, she got excited over a fucking
I'm extra, but I'm simple.
Girl, that tambourine.
Listen,
Hey,
I'm so happy about it.
She said, y'all don't see me, I'm invincible.
Pink hair. Girl.
Right, she said, we see you with your pink hair.
Pink like Negro.
Hey, she matched my damn hoodie.
You do match her hoodie. I'm gonna cut the camera off because she over here looking for stuff. And I want y'all to see it. Like, we be chilling in here, so I don't need y'all to see how we be in here chilling.
That's funny.
One of my sisters asked me, am I eating on camera? I absolutely am eating on camera. I am having.
I said we might start throwing stuff. Look, I said, you know how on cartoons they be in the cabinet, they be in the closet.
Yeah. And then you gonna turn the camera off after you lick your fingers already. I'm like, girl, like.
We already seen you. We already seen you lick your fingers.
I lick my fingers.
You did. You like,
I did.
You was trying to be sexy.
I'm like, that's like, you might as well
for all the world to see.
Right. Yo, why did I get so excited about this mug in my house with hot chocolate? I love hot chocolate.
Let me see.
This shit. Let's go Diva.
Okay.
I saw this Godiva.
Not Go Diva.
Whatever. Eva, it's gonna be in my stomach, Eva. It's just exciting. Simple shit.
I don't know, y'all. I think over these last couple of weeks, I have had a lot of revelations and openings and thoughts, and even we had that conversation, Genesis, when we had the little brief auntie weekend. That I'm just no longer settling for whatever. Like, it was a point in time that I would just be like, all right, just give me what you got. You know what I'm saying? Give me what you got for a job. But
that sounds so
good. But
stay with us, stay with us, stay here.
I think as you grow, as you heal, as you learn yourself, and you learn to communicate in a better way, then you become more in tune with what it is you really want. Because, like, y'all know, on the regular show, I talk about my ex a lot. And I talk about my ex a lot simply because that was the last serious relationship that I was in, for one. But for two, that was the most adult relationship that I had been in, and I was only in my 20s. From the time we broke up until now, I have been in a motherfucking version of the Twilight Zone that I wish I can get out of when it comes to dating. And so I refer to that relationship a lot because that was the last one that I was in. Like, I've dated.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean, and not even that. It was it was a relationship that gave me everything that I wanted. Reciprocity, all those kind of things. And I know y'all are like, why y'all ain't together now? Because we grew apart. And that's what happens. Like, you get to a point where you all see different. You want different things. You want to go in different directions in your life. And so therefore, that's okay. But with that relationship, we were able to laugh. We used to go out. We used to turn up, all that kind of stuff. And communication. And I don't mind a man coming in and setting his level of expectation. Because when we moved in together, it was, okay, yeah, let me tell you this, by the way. Ain't no motherfucking sleeping on no couch. And I'm not doing it, you not doing it, okay? We mad, we gonna have to figure that out. But I ain't sleeping downstairs, and neither is you. You gonna get your ass in this bed and go to sleep. If you mad, just turn the other way. But ain't no sleeping downstairs, ain't no. And so with that,
and put
that
your leg
me,
on my leg too.
Yeah, right. And put your leg on my leg and go lay down. Yeah. But there is the level of expectation. There is the level of what I'm going to deal with and what I'm not. And so I have yet to have somebody like just be blatantly bold about what they've wanted, or you know. And so I'm like, y'all just want to play with me. Y'all just want to touch on my vagina, and I don't want that. I want somebody to want to hold my hand at the aquarium and then, you know, ride around and let me put my hand on their thigh or they hand on my thigh. Like, I want shit like that, but y'all just want to touch my private parts, and I don't like that.
But it's a whole lot of transparency that has to happen. You know, like, you got to really be transparent and, like you said, say what you want. And a lot of people are, a lot of people are afraid to be transparent in the beginning or vulnerable in the beginning.
A lot of people are scared to receive vulnerability and transparency because of, I mean, y'all know I'm open. And whether that's on Facebook or in conversations, I am literally trying to be my most transparent self because I've learned not to hide that shit no more. And it's like, even with that, you got to be mindful of who you being transparent with and how you being transparent with them motherfuckers. Because some people will run, and then other people will take that shit for granted and take advantage of it.
Right.
And then the right ones will love it and nourish it and take care of it the way that it should be. So
right.
And sometimes it's really hard to wing out who is who.
Who is who? Yep.
Because when you are being transparent, sometimes people, they can act really good. They can act like they empathize with something, or act
that's
like
the part. That's the part.
Yeah,
I'm scared of that.
Yeah, and that's the thing that's scary. I think that if you're willing to be vulnerable and open, it goes back to what you just said about reciprocity. If I'm willing to be vulnerable and open, and I tell you something, and then you can't reciprocate, like opening yourself up, then that's how I know that I need to shut whatever this is down. I can't move forward with this.
Shut it down. Close it up.
Shut down. It gotta close, because there's no way that you're gonna have all of this. What do you want to call it? Like information on me, all of this intel, and I don't know anything.
Right.
So I had a friend
that's
like
where
that.
my control issue comes from, though.
No, it ain't.
You don't think so? Then tell me what it is. Tell me what it is.
That ain't where it comes.
You sure? Are you sure that's not it?
I'm like 1,000% sure that's not where that came from.
Auntie Michelle, what's your zodiac?
She a Virgo.
Oh,
indeed.
It's what y'all do. It's what you do.
It's what I do.
Yes, y'all are some fucking control freaks. My brother is a Virgo.
we just like.
You gotta have some blaming on. Y'all be taking away her.
We just like.
No, because we gonna make her hold herself accountable to that shit. Because she always like blame it on a certain way. No,
we like things a certain way. That's control.
Just say you like being right. We like things a certain way. Control.
You like being in control.
Uh-huh.
Janet Jackson ass.
Well, hey,
I am proud.
I can see you. I can see you with a whip and a chain. You kind of dominatrix.
That's what I'm saying.
That
Like
part.
she keeps trying to act like she is a sub or something, and she's not.
Michelle don't know what she is in this life right now.
She could be a switch.
Thank you. I said I was.
Did you take the test?
I am.
I said I was, and Leah was like, "You ain't no switch." I think I am a switch.
Did you take the test?
You need a switch.
You took the
I
test,
do
right?
need a switch because I'm gonna use it.
Ooh,
yes, I did take the test. Yes, I did.
Ain't even talking about that.
My number one was switch.
My switch is second.
Yeah, switch was my first one.
Nah.
My switch is second. My first is dominant.
Oh.
Duh. Motherfucking control issues.
Right.
My first
Who
is
the
dominant.
it?
My second is switch. My third was rope bunny.
What the hell is a rope bunny? Never mind. We could talk about that on another show. I
wanna tie people up. Rope bunny.
Right. Who watched Sex Room?
Nobody, but we ain't talking about that.
I thought it was an actual.
Wait a minute.
What'd you say?
She said you was stupid.
Cassie,
I'm
weak. I am weak. Not you a stud.
No.
Cassie is stupid.
Indeed.
A switch means that you can go between being a dominant or a submissive.
And I don't believe that for Michelle.
Well, you see, she said dominant was her very first one.
Right.
Yeah.
That was her highest one. And then her second highest is switch, which makes sense because I think that if she got that man that she'd be talking about, she won't, right? I think she will to a degree. It's not gonna be like off bat. She's gonna control it at first, but when she's ready to like be like, okay, but she's gonna control that too. She's like, okay, this is what I want you to do. And I'm gonna do everything that you say, but you gotta tell me to do it like this.
But wouldn't she have to have
in that
a
voice.
guy that's a switch in order for that to work? Because she wants this alpha male, but then wants to also dominate him in certain areas.
Michelle don't know what she wants. Let's just put it like that.
No, that's not true.
He would have to be a switch.
Yes, I do know what I want.
Let me say this. Michelle doesn't have realistic expectations.
That ain't true either. Nope,
no,
that's not true.
Because it is. Because you the motherfucker that said, I want to go to therapy and sit in there with this nigga.
She changed her mind.
No, we never ever gonna let you live that shit
We're
down.
not gonna let you live that down. Because nigga,
but I've changed. I only want to go to one session now. I don't have to go to all.
I only want to go to one.
Blocked.
Okay, wait.
Again, the unrealistic expectation because she still want to be in there. That is an unrealistic expectation to want to go to therapy with your person.
She said she don't want to go to all the sessions. She just want to go to.
I just want to go to one.
Girl,
it's only gonna take one for her to want to go to the rest of them because she gonna
right.
Be like, fuck that. We missed some shit.
Thank you, Genesis. Because Ayla over here trying to live these unrealistic expectations.
That's
no, ma'am. No, ma'am. But it's really just going back to the topic at hand.
We did kind of go down rabbit hole.
We kind of went down the rabbit hole a little bit. It's okay though. But going back to the topic. Not you gotta be 7'5" and that's what that's what we just said. We just said we said she wanna be hoops. She wanna be hoops, and whoever she dating is the other person.
You want an Amazonian man.
She do. She want a Mandingo warrior type nigga.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And everybody's taller than Michelle. So
everybody.
I don't understand. She got this. She got a height number, like a real number, 6'5". Like she's consistent with the 6'5". Ma'am, if he is 5'11", that's still enough height for you, because you're 4'11". That's still a whole foot.
I'm 4'12".
You are 4'11".
What? I'm taller than you.
Yeah, you are
4'11".
I'm always
4'12" is not a measurement, ma'am.
It is.
It is not. It is 4'11".
Wait a minute.
Or 5 feet.
4'12" is not a. I just thought about like, wait a minute.
Michelle always
you just fell right into that.
I fell right in there.
But it is. But it's not. You is not ever finna convince me that you're 4'12".
I'm 5'1" and 3/4.
Michelle is 4'11".
I am 4'12".
I'm finna remove you. Like I was doing on Tuesday. Like you finna go on and go back in that green room. But yeah, no. And I feel like that's the other part about dating too. We can have our preferences, we can have what we want, but is that gonna keep us from actually finding true happiness?
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
No, I like that part because I am willing to let go of some of my preferences for qualities that I'm looking for.
I'm gonna be honest.
He don't have to
my
be
main
6'5".
preference is hygiene.
Exactly, Genesis.
What?
Michelle, we don't believe that shit
at all, because ever since I've met Michelle, that number 6'5" and this, that, and the third or whatever has not changed.
That's the first thing we talked about when I got on here.
Facts.
Why can't I evolve? I'm a person I said I was changing. Didn't y'all hear me say I was changing?
We ain't shit because we sure won't let you change.
We're not gonna let you.
But I
we
can't.
we trying to let you change.
Look, I believe
but we gonna see.
Y'all not trying to let me change. First y'all told me I'm not dominant. Now y'all told me I'm not a switch. Now you said I'm not gonna change, but I am gonna change.
I mean, I believe you can change, but it's been like a week.
Right. That's the part.
Listen,
it's only been like 8 days.
I'm not trying to put a time on your progression, but
it's only been like 8 days.
Man, we talk about years.
Crackheads years 21 days. 21 days what changes
break a habit.
Yeah.
But I listen. I am growing. I'm evolving. I'm in therapy. I'm working out some shit. And I may change 6'5" to 6'3".
Girl, good day.
So
good day. Like I said. And I stand on what the fuck I said. She talking about I'm changing. You ain't changing.
You don't know.
You still got the same Bart. You just got a haircut.
That ain't true.
Up here talking about.
Well, I'm gonna say this because I just want you to take this with you, Auntie Michelle. I'm gonna bless you with this.
No,
I have dated.
That's right. I love it.
6'4". My husband is 6'4". My boyfriend before him was 6'2". 6'2". My boyfriend before him was 6'3". My boyfriend before him was 6 feet, and then my boyfriend before that was 5'10", 5'11". The 5'10", 5'11" was the best sex out of all of them.
I believe it. No, I believe that.
I'm gonna throw that out there.
I believe that.
Taller ones.
Huh?
Probably because they could reach a little bit better than the taller ones.
No, I can bend where I need to bend, and I can fold.
I've seen them knees. Yes, I know.
I just feel like
the knees, the way you was dropping it low and shit. I was like, yeah, let Ayla do that.
I feel like it is what it is. Like the height shit really don't matter. Like
it doesn't. You're right.
It really don't fucking matter.
It doesn't.
Like
right.
I've had shorter than me. Actually, like my ex-fiance was much shorter than me, and so
and you tall.
I'm very tall.
I didn't expect you to be that tall.
I get that all the time. Every time somebody meet me, they be like, "Damn, you tall? I didn't know you was this tall."
Yeah.
You say yes.
How many times I see her ass?
Genesis said every time she see me, because I guess she forgets.
I do.
I did not
It'd be long distance in between.
You forget?
I forget how tall she is now. I be right next to her. I'm like, God damn, girl.
and I get that all the time. But like the height shit don't matter. Like,
no, it don't matter.
Like I've dated like I said, my ex-fiance, he was like 5'6". And then my ex-boyfriend.
You said 5'6"? Okay.
And then my ex-boyfriend, he was like 5'9", because I'm like 5'10" and a half, 5'11", somewhere in there. And he was like 5'9". He was shorter than me. Like I've only dated very few guys that were much taller than me.
I don't know if I could do it.
And I was the person. I mean, I've said that before too. Like, I don't know if I could date nobody shorter than me, but I have, simply because we had a real connection. Like, when we had conversation, because we didn't meet in person. Like, I met him through somebody, and we met over the phone. That was back in the day. You know, back in the day, you would meet somebody on the phone and go link up. But we had like really good fucking conversation when we did link up. And after that, it was just like, you know what? I like you, little dude. And you know,
I like you,
but he was such a gentleman. He was very like, not accommodating. He had a lot of romantic qualities about him. You know, so like, I used to catch the train to see him. He lived in the city. I'd catch the train to go see him. And like, he would show up at the train station with flowers or a card or stuff like that. You know, he would do shit like that. And like, he was a real like romantic type of dude. And then like my other ex, he was the fun boyfriend. Like, we would go to the club together. We going to Dave and Buster's together. We going go-karting together. Like, we going to do all of that together.
That's dope.
We was quote Martin to each other. Oh, Gina, baby. Like, shit like that. Like,
that's cute.
Fun.
And then he would come home and like, if I hadn't cooked yet, oh, you ain't make me nothing to eat. Like,
oh, Gina,
and he was around the longest. So like, we got to really like create our relationship. Like, my family loved him. My sister still be crying that we broke up. Let me call my sister right now, and I'll be like, you talk to girl, it still breaks my heart to this day. Girl, shut up. Because you still talk to him.
I talked to one short dude, but it was different with him because he demanded respect, in a sense, in his shortness. So I was secure in him being a man. And I think that's where it came in, the security and just me being comfortable in him leading. I'm like, okay, you don't act like your height, honestly. Like, I hate to say it, make it sound like that. But everybody else that I've talked to has been taller than me. Not on purpose, because it was like the only thing that I looked for, but
it just happened to be that way.
Yeah, it just happened to be that way.
Yeah, the one thing I would say is that this one man tried to talk to me, and when we met in person, it took everything in me not to laugh. And it was just because, like, for one, it was just so many things that made me want to laugh, okay? Like, he had this big-ass personality. So when I met him in person, I was like, so where's the rest of you? But then after that, like, I was trying to decipher in my head, is he just short or is he like a dwarf? Because he wasn't a midget. And then, like, he had the big booty like a midget, but I was like, but he not a midget. And then he had the nerve to have like his gun in the back of his pants. And when I tell you, I was howling on the inside because I'm like, sir, this is like, you got this gun in the back of your pants and you got this big old booty. You got this elf booty. And it was so many things that made me laugh. But then he was trying to touch my hand, and I was like, nah, sir, this is where I have to draw the line.
Because I just said what I was going to say.
You see how big my hand is and how long my fingers are, right? His hand stopped like right.
I'm sorry, I can't even take you seriously, right?
I'm not going to do it.
You're not about to take you.
I'm not.
And I was like, nah, this feel like molest. I got to go ahead and I got to roll.
Cassie said, little bitty boy man.
Little bitty booty boy man. Little bitty boy man. But no, like, so, like, that's where I had to draw the line. Because now he might have been, an amazing partner, but I probably would have continued to laugh at him all the time.
You wouldn't have been able to take him serious.
I wouldn't have. And I would have just been like, who are you talking to?
Right.
Like, it would have created a whole different dynamic. So, blessings to that man. I forgot his name, but blessings to that man.
Not you forgot.
I think he dating somebody. We Facebook friends, but I can't never remember his name until he popped up.
Facebook friends with these men.
Oh yeah, like
I understand.
Cause I don't be holding no like grudges or no hard feelings towards nobody. Like after I got over you, it'd be like, I'm over you for real. Like if I ain't over you, you can't be my Facebook friend.
But what I do want to know, because I'm still stuck on this story. This story hurt my feelings. With Nia Long and Ime Udoka, like if you spend that amount of time with someone and you're engaged and they turn around and hurt you so badly, like how do you ever get back into the dating scene? Like I have certain issues because of things that have happened in the past, and had that happened to me, that would throw me all the way back into leave me alone, don't ever talk to me.
I mean, it happens to a lot of us. I think the difference is hers is just more in the public eye.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like you bounce back from it because you have to take the time to go through the healing process. You gotta love yourself. I mean, not to say that you don't, but like we get comfortable to an extent. And so, like, if it was to happen, you just gotta like that's just like with any breakup. You gotta take the time and then start over again. That's really all it is just taking the time to double back and start again. I think sometimes we sit in it for so long because we take so much of the burden and make it about us when it's not about us. Like you are not less than because this man cheated. It don't mean that your stuff wasn't good. It don't mean that you wasn't pretty enough. It don't like we beat ourselves the fuck up because we think it has something to do with us.
Yeah, our insecurities get heightened.
Yeah, and so when you learn to turn that into a different like viewpoint and don't put the burden on yourself, then it's like, oh, okay, well, shit, you just a shitty ass person who decided to move.
I don't know any female who will go, or any woman, let me put it this way, any woman who goes through that type of situation and when they do cheat or when you realize that they, have gone on to somebody else and you look at them, you be like, like, that's what he like. Like for her, like for Ime Udoka, that girl is nowhere near prettier.
And we got to stop doing that too.
Yeah, but it ain't got nothing to do with looks. It has nothing to do with that.
Right. But we do that all the time.
We do run that in our head.
But sometimes it could be she was funny.
Yeah.
This girl looked like a backwood alligator.
I mean, it's just like when you see
she might have been funnier.
I'm funny. She ain't funnier than
you
me.
Probably got to see. Like it could have been. And that's where we go wrong. We compare.
I've seen a girl that I was cheated on with. Okay, she was taller than me and cockeyed, and I was confused because I'm like, I know me, I know how, but for him, it had nothing to do with her. It had everything to do with him and his preference. His preference was with me because of who I am. He saw me in his label, in this box. But with her, he can do whatever he want and won't feel bad by doing whatever dog shit he wanted to do with her. So it was easy to do all this stuff over here and get my rocks off all over here and everything else. But then I'm going to come to home because this is home and I'm going to eat good. She's going to take care of me. I'm the mama, basically. I'm the nurturer. And then, but when I'm outside, this one right here, she going to do all that freaky shit I want to do, even though I do all the freaky shit too. But he didn't want it from me because what he wanted from me was the box that he put me in.
He wanted
what he wanted from her was totally different. Yeah. So when I saw, the trophy piece. So when I saw the girl and I saw how she looked, that was the first thing that came in my head. Like
he liked that? He liked how
really? Like
I know you said that.
And I know you haven't seen me, Michelle, but Leo and Auntie Genesis has.
Yeah.
So I'm short, I'm busty, and I got a big butt. Okay. Mm-hmm. This girl.
I mean, we saw that. Wait, look, that was the first thing I said.
No. I'm like, let's get this shape. On this camera, all you see is the top of her head. I'm like, okay, body, let's go.
Mm-hmm. Like,
y'all are silly.
Get out. You got to go.
The girl was, the girl was tall. She had her breasts were kind of big. They was really, really big. They was huge. They was like down here. Right. And we was kind of like polar opposites in shape, but kind of sort of the same. Mm-hmm. And she didn't have a butt, and she was cockeyed. And I was confused. And then I was like, you know what? I know. Because now I know what it is. Because at first the first thing you look at is, oh, she don't look as pretty. Yeah, that girl don't got shit on me alone. You hear me? Not a thing on her. However,
y'all.
I mean, as far as beauty is concerned, as far as the outside surface of beauty is concerned, right? But we don't know what that girl has done, has said, what she does, whatever, and she might be the beauty standard for somebody else. And they may not think Nia Long is that pretty.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying to y'all part. Because it might not be that. It might not have been that. It might not have had nothing to do with how this woman looked, but everything about how she made him feel. He might have been heard. He might have felt like she paid him attention or heard him when he might have felt like Nia didn't listen to him or listen to what he had to say or make him feel important. Like those are things that matter to men too. Like not just the fact that she got a fat ass and some big titties or she pretty. Like men are a little deeper than that. We gotta give them a little credit. You know?
We do. I mean, in all actuality, the only time when men are not that deep is because they are visual creatures. So when they see a woman,
but we are too, and we always say men are visual because. And I promise y'all, I don't be trying to cape for the men, but I just be realistic about the fact that, like, we say stuff like men are visual creatures. Women are too, because that's the first thing we see. If we try to talk to a nigga, we is not like, oh, I feel his spirit from over there. Girl, shut the hell up.
I mean,
blocked.
After I get past that beard.
It's a vibe.
I don't know, if you saw some of my exes, you'll be like, girl. Like, because I fell in love with, or I loved or liked their personality. It wasn't because I've dated guys who wasn't
right. But you didn't know their personality first.
But here's the thing: you a dude that may not be your overall conception of what handsome is will pop in your life and be like, "Ooh, I feel him." Right? We vibe. He's funny. He's not exactly 100% handsome,
but that's after you've gotten to know him that you know he's funny and this, that, and the third or whatever. Right. I'm saying if you see this man, all you know is whether he ugly or he fine. That's all you know.
That's the part. He could still be ugly and I could still vibe with him.
Michelle,
I think I get what you're saying though. It has because some women
he's over there. You have not talked to him. You have not had a conversation. Yeah. You just see him. You are going based off of what you see. Right. Not his personality, not whether he's funny. You don't know this man. So now, there are some women who won't give him time of day, though. Is how he looks.
That part.
Now, granted, it might be like you might feel a little something like, oh, hey, little daddy. But in the first thing that you're going to do is look at this person, and you're going to base whether or not you're going to move forward based off of what you feel after you've looked at this person. Mm-hmm. Whether they looks caught your attention. He might have been ugly as shit, but had some pretty ass eyes, and you like, oh, hey.
Honestly, I don't even know what. I even gave one of my exes any time of day because he wasn't attractive to me, but I think I liked his persistence in trying to get me, as opposed to everybody that was my type. Everybody that's my type seemed to be hoes and shit. Like they don't seem to work out, but he was the one who loved me the best out of it. And I gave him a chance only because he was persistent as hell. And nobody had put that type of pressure on me or persistence to get me. It was just kind of like I just fell. Like, oh, you fine. Okay, yeah, let me talk to you. But he actually put the work in somewhat. But I was not attracted to his ass at all. And Fuji lied hell to the no. No, ma'am.
We're going to talk about that. I want to talk about that on here because I've had this conversation with my sisters, and I really do want to have that conversation, but we're going to talk about that at another day, at another time. So we can ready to wrap it up in a second. But we will talk about that on here because that might be the first show of the
the question, the one Cassandra just put up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting show.
And we need to get some men on here for that conversation.
Y'all don't want to miss that show because that's gonna be something.
That's gonna definitely be different.
You gonna bring bisexual men?
If I could find one.
Oh.
All right, we're gonna have to start posting looking for bisexual men.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to ask in the inbox. Be like, I ain't gonna tell your business, but I mean, if you okay with being on here,
right?
You gonna tell your business anyway.
Yeah, you gonna tell your business. I ain't gonna tell it. You gonna tell. But yeah, like I don't know. Sometimes we gotta go with what makes us feel good, what we like, what we enjoy when it comes to this dating thing. And just be open and honest, communication-wise, because that's the biggest part of everything is that we have to communicate. The communication factor has to be there.
And
if it ain't there, right? But you can't control what somebody comprehends. You can only control what you communicate to them.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the ideal part of communication, because if I don't understand what you're saying to me, I have to be able to say, hey, help me to understand what this means when you say this. Because the way I'm interpreting it is like that. So is that what you're saying to me? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying this. Because I've seen people really go at each other because they were saying the same thing, but they were saying it in different ways, and they couldn't comprehend, so they clashed. And so you have to have like a mediator, like, now listen.
And sometimes that happens because people aren't listening to understand; they just listening to respond.
That part.
So they just be, I said, and they just go back and forth, and it's like. You probably the person in the middle, like, y'all do know y'all saying the same thing.
Right, for real. I'm dead as proud of myself for the way I've learned to communicate, because before I did not communicate. I didn't know how. I didn't know how to be present in a relationship. But now I've gotten to the point where I don't give a fuck how you feel about what I say. You either gonna take it or you gonna leave it. Because at this point, it's about me going for my happiness. Me not downplaying what I want for you, or me being afraid to express myself because I'm scared of pushing you away because I want you. But do I really want you? If I'm putting,
but do you want me?
It's kind of like, do I really want you if you don't even take that little opportunity to like communicate and get to know me? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, by being me and not being afraid to communicate and express how I'm feeling, whether we together or not, that makes me proud of my progress.
Yeah,
proud of you too.
I'm proud of you too.
Thank you.
That's all it's about. I think something that I've started doing lately that has really been like refreshing to me, and the person that told me this was my mother. My mom's really good at this, but she's a Gemini, so I feel like it's 25 of her anyway. So it kind of makes sense that she can do this. She takes herself out. And I would never do that. I would really? I didn't never like take, if I go somewhere, I'm doing something, unless it's something I got to do, like run an errand. But if I'm going somewhere and doing something, I'm calling one of my homegirls, or, or if I'm in a relationship at that time, I want them to come with me. Like, I would never go by myself. Now, please. Like I tell everybody, just go by yourself, because when I'm by myself, I learn more about myself.
Hell yeah.
I'm paying attention to myself. I take a little notepad. I write down whatever I'm thinking, whatever I'm feeling, whatever space I'm in at that time. And then I come back to it. It has helped me tremendously during this time of this season that I'm in, because I'm like, the next person that I date or end up with, I want to know myself enough to that I know that you're either for me or you're not for me.
Right.
Because I didn't know who I was. And so I got into something where I didn't know who I was, and we was operating in trauma. And so I lost myself, and now I'm trying to refine myself and refine this new definition of who I am, because I'm not the same person I was a few years ago. She's different, and I'm going to change again in 5 more years. So I have to be aware of that as well.
That's what's up. That's dope as hell. I remember I took myself out for a date for my birthday. And some people was mad at me because I didn't want to plan anything with them. And I didn't give a fuck, because first of all, one thing about taking yourself out is that you don't have to deal with nobody else's bullshit, nobody else's negativity, nobody else hindering your schedule. You move how you want to move. And there's so much freedom with that shit.
Yeah.
So I went and I ended up going, I wrote a whole damn poem called The Best Day Ever, baby. And I was in there enjoying my food and the atmosphere. It was the best shit.
That's right.
Ever. Right. Do you hear me?
I love it.
Did. Yep, I did. I was supposed to be celebrating my wedding anniversary. We weren't together. So I did the same. I was like, I'm just going to celebrate my wedding anniversary by myself. And that's exactly what I did. I took myself to the spa. I went and grabbed me some sushi. I went and grabbed me some wine. I got me a massage. I got my hair done. And it was just, I went and grabbed me a room with a jacuzzi.
Yes.
Okay. I was in that jacuzzi in that pub with my wine, drinking just having a good old time. Grabbed my toy, made myself feel good, and went the fuck to sleep.
There you go. That's it, girl. That's it. That's what I say. I am the perfect date to myself.
I'm a great date.
I treat myself real good when I go out.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
And then it's like, once you do that, your whole standard of dating changes too, because it's like, if you can't reciprocate, not even reciprocate, if you can't live up to the standard that I've done for myself, then what do I need you for? Like, if our dates don't equate to what I could do for myself, then what are we doing?
Yep.
Yeah,
I agree.
Because I could do that shit for myself.
I do.
I'm taking myself on a date Sunday. Me and myself and I is going to the arcade.
Yes.
I
want to go to the arcade for the longest. I'm like, I'm going to the arcade.
Yes, I like never thought about that.
And we got a gang of arcades out here, so.
Hell yeah. Damn.
Well, all I'm gonna say is,
what you gonna say, girl?
Keep doing what y'all doing. I mean, keep working on yourself. Because I can say that because that's a continuous thing for me too. But like, keep figuring out what you like, but also keep figuring out how to communicate those things.
Alexa.
And get to a place where what it is that you desire makes sense for your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be like, I want a man who got blah, 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 blah. But then you get that man and y'all don't ever spend no time together because he got blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Damn, I asked for this, but didn't ask for the fact. You know what I'm saying? And
that's
so,
right.
Like, this conversation just made me want to text somebody as soon as my phone charged up. You know what I'm saying? I'm sending a couple text messages. Like, hey, we need to have a conversation.
What you got going on tonight?
How you doing?
You know, but but like, it's just at this place in life, like, don't settle for nothing. Like, if it is not exciting and joyful and intentional and effort filled and gives reciprocity and makes your heart feel full and gives you butterflies in a for real way, because most of the time now it ain't even butterflies, it's just gas. Like, I wanted to be his love bug, but that nigga like roaches type situation. And I'm like, I am not in that space no more. Like, not and that, let me say this too. we are not on here male bashing. We are speaking about our situations or things that we've experienced and all that other kind of stuff. Because if y'all know me, y'all know I'm always make sure that the playing field is even, because we can't say that men always do this, but then don't ever talk about the other side of the game. So I always make sure that that is clear on here and on the regular show too. So don't ever try to say that I don't be trying to make sure it's even and we don't stick up for the men, because I make sure I do when it don't be sounding right. Because, you know, women will be talking they shit and be fully in their mode and be lying.
That part.
Fully in our mode and be lying. So, for both parties, both sides, men and women, do not settle, do not come to an agreement that you are not fully feeling, that your heart is not in it and your gut is telling you to run. Don't be a part of that.
Put yourself first.
Yeah, like choose you, because at the end of the day, that person's gonna choose them.
Yeah.
So choose yourself. Do what makes you feel loved, light, and filled with joy.
Create
And
some damn boundaries.
That.
And I wanted to say something real quick on the height of this whole thing with the black man who took his life. We love y'all, black men. We
do
y'all. And despite all the crazy stuff that and relationship stuff that we have going on, we talk a lot of shit sometimes, and sometimes it just comes out of a place of hurt. But at the end of the day, we love y'all and we want y'all here and we need y'all here. So if you are going through anything that you can't seem to get yourself out of, please seek help. Please find somebody to talk to. It doesn't matter where it's coming from, who it's coming from. Please do it, because we need y'all here. That man left, he took his life, and now these children don't have a daddy anymore.
Right.
And that's the thing that it weighed on me real hard about that, because I just felt for those kids.
Yeah.
So look, y'all, and you got a support system. People love you. So whatever it is, if whatever mental stress you got going on, if you got to cry about it, run, do whatever you need to do. But please get some type of help.
Right. The disturbing part to me about it is, you know, I followed him on, you know, TikTok, YouTube, all the platforms and stuff like that. And he does seem very, very happy, especially with, you know, with his wife and everything. It's like you saw that they were each other's best friend. But at that particular moment, he must have felt like there was no communication that he wanted to have. And that's what the report said. He stopped communication, checked himself into a room, and you know, did what he did. Left a note though, but
he left a note.
That's what they said. They said he left a note as well, and that's still unfolding. But the part of it is that, you know, at what point did the communication stop? Like, I really want all of our men, you know, to understand. At no point do you have to stop communication with us, right? Just like, I know it's hard, and I know sometimes, like Ayla said, you know, we say shit out of hurt, out of anger, or whatever. But when it really gets down to it, I want my person here with me. You know what I'm saying? And so if I have to strip down and be vulnerable, if I have to give up control, so to speak, or whatever, I don't know the words ain't coming to me, but that his death hurt me. It really did. It really did, because I don't know what he felt. I don't know if he felt like he was protecting the family or nobody understood him or whatever. But he just checked himself in and did what he did. And like, that's like a last resort for anybody. You know, like, this is the answer and nothing else is the answer for them. And it's just a hurtful fact, you know, and I really, really don't want to see any more of our brothers or sisters or anybody that we care about do that to themselves, you know.
One thing I definitely want to make sure that we know is that the person could still look happy and actually be happy, but something on the inside or something that has been haunting them for so long could be the reason. It doesn't have to be a current circumstance or a right now situation that causes that to happen. And sometimes life becomes too much. It don't mean that the person was unhappy. But it could be that life just becomes way too fucking much sometimes. Like we continuously seeing RIP and all that other kind of stuff. So on top of what Ayla and Michelle have said, make sure you are protective of what you take in. Make sure you limit yourself to what you take in. Sometimes you limit yourself into who you're talking to, who you're around, who you're communicating with, because sometimes the people that you're around or the things that you consciously and unconsciously take in are the things that's floating in your mind and causing you to think these certain things about yourself, your life, or your search or your situation. So take care of yourself, guard your heart, guard your mind, guard your spirit, and make sure that you are creating safe spaces for your people. Because that's the biggest thing that a lot of Black men don't feel that they have. They do not feel like they have a safe space. And if we are always using their vulnerabilities against them, they will never feel like they have a safe space to go to, no matter who you are. So create safe spaces for Black men at all times. And per usual, don't come for me because I said create safe spaces for Black men. There are plenty of spaces where women can go to be comfortable and feel vulnerable and cry without judgment or anything like that. So create the same spaces for Black men.
Please.
Y'all want them to provide, to protect, and to do all of these things, but we do not create spaces for them to be able to do it in. Okay?
And then
so
let's
if you got some shit to say, don't. Because I don't want to hear it.
Please create a safe space for them.
Yep. Please. But we about to get out this thing. This is a good conversation.
I love that.
We finna call it a night because Auntie over here rubbing her knees because it's cold weather. You know what I'm saying? And then
it snow out there too.
I don't know what it's doing out there right now.
I'm about to clutch all of our pearls. We don't have no good night kiss.
No, not tonight.
But the last show?
Not tonight. We had one last week. The last show. We had one last show. But y'all know Pop is out here. You know, it's the end of the year. He out here getting the end of the year grind on. So this is the last show of the year. But you will get some special edition Fat Fam interviews coming up over the next couple of weeks. So make sure you stay tuned for those. You will get to know each and every part of the PGC family from the front to the back. You will get to know all of them and more in depth. All right. So make sure you check those out. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and all of that good stuff. And go catch up on all them episodes. We got plenty of them on YouTube and on Facebook. If you have not subscribed, make sure you do that. Make sure you check us out on U42, Facebook, Instagram. And coming soon, our website will be up. So you'll be able to catch everything there too. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all love on yourselves, love on each other. Enjoy your holidays. Be safe, be kind, and be nasty. And we at this thing. Love y'all. Y'all know what I always say. Whatever you do for the rest of the week, the rest of the month, the rest of the year, don't do what your half ass. Do what your whole ass. All right, y'all.
Coffee at the bottom.
At the bottom. Got coffee.
Trust. Dependency. Love. Respect. Passion. Pain. Intimacy. Pleasure. I sit here stuck inside my head, remembering you and I analyze all those things you said. You told me tell me that